From a personal standpoint, as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. Fielded at about the 28. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
Mike ready. Mike 25. Mike 4. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our.
They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
This is Logan. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on 3rd down.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. And able to find John Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So instead of 4th down, 1st down.
Well, so much for winning the down you put a lot of emphasis on, because 3rd down is key for offense and defense. Instead, you're going to stay on the field and start a new set of downs.
Jameis now on 1st down. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. There defensively was John Johnson to knock it free.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Throwing again, Winston on 2nd and 10. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Duke Johnson, the one he was looking for. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Yeah, good game catch the ball out of the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limited to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line.
70, Indy. Got one.
Now the 1st-round pick from Alabama, Josh Jacobs. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. 2nd and 14. It's caught here by Adams. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
Ready, break. 56 is the mic. Here we go. Snap.
They'll try and run for it. This is Juszczyk. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
Hey, Charlie. Ready?
They're going to try and throw. And he's got a man. It's the tight end, Howard, complete. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
Break. 56, right there, 56. All day.
A throw out wide, caught by Hopkins. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. 1st down, the run with Lynch. take this one for about 4 up to the 40. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Herbert. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
I know you felt that one.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Back to throw. Herbert. He finds Hopkins complete. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job here of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Down the numbers. There he goes. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. O.J. Howard, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board first here tonight. Forbath able to convert the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And the Bengals grab it. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Second and 11. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by James Bradbury. And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Come on, the ball. Right there, 54. Right there, 54, Mike. 6 man. Check curls, check curls, check curls. 54.
Jameis to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. From the gun, Winston. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They're going to try for it on 4th. Winston stays out there.
Come on. Right there. 54, right there. 54.
On 4th down, they do snap it to Winston. Looking deep for his tight end, Ertz. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Jacobs now. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And this is going to be incomplete. That close on 3rd down, I think everybody probably expecting a run. Instead, they go to the air on 3rd and short yardage.
I realize this is a passing league, and they're liable to throw the ball on any down and distance. But that short, I do question the call. Run the football and pick it up.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
We got this.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. There defensively was Buster screen to knock it away. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9.
Mike, check.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
They're indeed going. It's Winston. Open man is Miller. He's got it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a 1st down. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10.
54 Mike. 54 Mike. Check. Watch.
They'll throw again. Winston. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0, our score. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike.
All day.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack coming from Adrian Claiborne off the edge. He just held on to the football too long there, Charles. That's point blank, right?
Yeah, I agree with that totally. You've got to have that internal clock that goes in your head that says either get rid of the football or flush and go and use your legs and try and pick up the first down. I think he hung in there too long, and the blitz got to him.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first. Play action now. Winston. Rolling to his right. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Winston. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on third.
Hey, orbit.
Check nine, check nine. Kill.
Yo, faster.
And here comes throw number one for the backup QB. Dancing to his left. And he's going to go down again. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. The decision to go for it on fourth has worked out twice on this drive already. Here we go again on fourth down.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Don't let him breathe.
He'll try and throw for it here. Looking deep for his tight end Ertz. And this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. Throwing to start the drive. Herbert, it's complete to Hopkins. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. First down, forced out to his left. And he finds Beasley complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
53, Mike 53. Mike 53. 53, Mike. Come on, baby.
Looking to throw. Herbert buying time to his left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. A line of scrimmage once again, the 5 as they get ready for second and goal. Second and 5. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Nigel Bradham. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Final play of the half here, Winston. And this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the 7. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they felt like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Wesley Woodyard. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
61, match box, right. On the ball. Go.
To throw on second down. Herbert. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Well, he was just trying to contain DeAndre Hopkins, and he got a little too close.
And because of his ability to line up in different spots on the field and come at you from different angles, different guys have to cover him, and all of them have the same issue. How do you do it without interfering? In this case, it didn't get done.
Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Josh Jacobs, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Forbath, the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They're down 17-0, really needing to find that offensive spark on this drive as they have it with a 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. It's Logan, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Switch. Jim. Check safety. Hey, watch it.
They run again with Logan. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Winston. Looking deep for his tight end, Ertz. And got his man complete. Give him 32 on the play. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, there's a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, deep ball, short ball. That was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Jameis again. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Steeler 1st down on the pickup of 11 yards. Winston now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10 on the ground. This is Johnson. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. There to stop him, Juwan Bentley. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They go play action. Winston. Flush to his right. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Steps away to his left. He may try and run for this. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
Well, there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Rosa's kick is good. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17 to 3. So they've put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points. It will give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all...
And he's into the clear. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. He goes 102 yards from one end zone to the other. And the Bengals, they widen their lead.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times where they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules. And if you do, you're taking on some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Winston. He'll rifle this one deep right. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. The 20, 10. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Zach Ertz. 84 yards. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that cuts the lead to 24-10. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The Bengals drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Nigel Bradham, the linebacker, right there on the coverage. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however, and let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He finds Hopkins complete. Back now in Pittsburgh. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. The sack there by J.J. Watt. And I am not sure, partner, there what the mindset was to go for it. I don't know.
And some teams just feel that possession is the key to everything. They just want to have the football in their hands. No matter how it goes to the other team, they just don't trust doing that. So they say, listen, go for it and try and finish it ourselves.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. The Pro Bowl tight end Zach Ertz, the intended target, and it's 2nd down. To throw, Winston. The Sanders has got it complete. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down. Winston now to throw on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Javon Hargrave, his second sack of the night. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Jameis to throw it. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And a productive gain out to the 14 after starting at the 7. It's a gain of 7. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game. That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
And the Bengals on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Back to throw. Herbert. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
They didn't have a ton of yards to pick up on that 3rd down, but there was no way they were playing that one safe. They decided to take that one downtown. They must have felt that they had a big play that was waiting for them. Unfortunately, it was incomplete.
Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Ty Montgomery, 84 yards. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. So it was 4th down. They complete the short pass, and then boom, off to the races all the way to pay dirt.
And so many times in short yardage situations or on downs like this on 4th down, the defense gets a little more aggressive. So if you're able to pop it, right, complete a pass like that, it can break big afterwards, and that's exactly what we saw there. Short pass, long run.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
You ready?
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. Throwing, Winston. Sliding out of the pocket. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side. And, Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Kenny Moore. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Quick throw into the hands of Hopkins out wide. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think? A guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a tire breakdown on what the coverage was. That everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
Now, Bengals on 3rd down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. Herbert escaping the pressure right. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Give him 6 yards in the first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Back to throw. Herbert. Blitz coming, and down he goes. J.J. Watt able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. 2nd and 14. And the catch made by Hopkins. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Looking to throw. Herbert, and he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. Move the chains. A gain of 7 on 3rd down. That one looks like he'll throw here. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Von Miller, his 2nd sack of the night.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And the pressure gets to him again. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. 20, 10. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. DeAndre Hopkins, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals, they widen their lead.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now Winston. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Let's go.
One last shot now for Winston. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is dropped it incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone as time has run out on this ball game. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for Cincinnati, it'll be a .500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, the defeat is their first of the year as they drop to 3-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.